Live from WBFF in Baltimore, this is Fox 45 Morning News.
Pressure on. The ball comes out. The ball comes out, and it's recovered by the Chargers.
That was a low point there. This morning, the Ravens fans certainly waking up a little disappointed after the purple and black lost its wild card game to the Chargers. Final score 23-17. At one point, it looked like the Ravens were to kind of come back here, and it just couldn't get it together. People, of course, you know, you play the game of, you know, what could have been done. Some people say Flacco should have been put in.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I'm one that says that he shouldn't have been put in. If he's not the future, you should stick with
who you but if you wanted to try to get to at least the next phase,
No.
yeah,
coulda, woulda, shouldas.
Your timeline is just flooded with all the Monday morning, or at that point Sunday afternoon quarterbacking. Yeah. So it is what it is, and we wish the Ravens better luck next season. Hopefully we'll get there. All right. So good morning to all of you on this Monday, January 7th. I'm Patrice Sanders. As you were just saying, football's over, though.
Football's over.
Ravens.
I'm Megan Gillen. Tom Rogers is off this morning. There's lots of other things. We can explore the city maybe this weekend. We've got traffic and weather together every 10 minutes. We can't even do that, though. He's talking about snow.
Candace Dole, keeping an eye on the commute. Jonathan Myers with the forecast.
Yeah, right. We'll get into all that coming up in a couple of minutes. Boy, left me with a big plate there. Anyway, let's get right to the forecast for this morning. Look at this mess heading in from the west. Rain, sleet, snow, freezing rain. I really think that a lot of this dries out before it gets to us. So it's mainly just going to be clouds. But there's a break, and then there's a bunch of rain out towards St. Louis and Minneapolis. That gets here. That will reach the ground tonight. So starting off with about 30 at drop-off time at the bus stop today, mostly cloudy at lunch, 38, 40 at pickup time with gray skies. We're going to see a lot of clouds today and a chilly day. I'll let you know when rain is going to be a part of the forecast, and when there could be even snow and wintry mix. We've got your weekend forecast in detail coming up this hour. Now, Candace Dole's here with our traffic edge.
All right, difficult morning for many Ravens fans, but we are talking about one accident out along 170, so you need to know about it so you can plan accordingly and head out the door if you are going to travel through that area. It's right near 32, so that Telegraph Road certainly affected by it. No problems to report on the actual 32 corridor and even out along 97. Here we are at Benfield Boulevard so far, moving along at the posted speed in both directions. Back over to you.
6:02, a police chase from the county into the city leaves one armed carjacking suspect on the loose, another in custody, and a third dead after being hit by a police cruiser.
Right now, a woman who tells Fox 45 she is the mother of that suspect who died is speaking to Fox 45 just hours after all of this took place.
Amber Miller live from City Police headquarters with what she has to say as Baltimore police continue to lead this investigation. Amber.
Well, as you guys said, it did begin with an armed carjacking that was followed by a police pursuit, and it ended with a suspect being killed.
One of the suspects was struck by one of the police cars that was coming into the area responding to the pursuit.
And Tisha Cook, well, she says the suspect is her 20-year-old son, Deon Taylor, and says if he did something wrong, she doesn't condone it, but she also believes he should still be alive.
When you're young, you make decisions, you know, and you make decisions, you know, that's a part of growing up. You have to figure out your life. And at this time, he's figuring it out. He was at the wrong place at the wrong time, not thinking clearly, and this was the outcome of his actions that he chose to do, which I don't condone it, but at the same time, I felt as though he should not have been killed.
Police have not identified any of the suspects, but say there were 3 of them. They say the suspects carjacked a pizza delivery man at gunpoint in Baltimore County Sunday. That carjacking leading to a police pursuit into Baltimore City. And then at Northern Parkway near Highgate Drive, police say the suspects jumped out of the stolen moving car and ran. That's when a responding officer struck one of the suspects with his cruiser, killing him. One of the other suspects is in custody this morning, while the third is still at large. Now, police say the officer is not being placed on leave, but there will be an internal investigation. We're live from City Police headquarters this morning. Amber Miller, Fox 45 Morning News.
Thank you, Amber. It's 6:05 now, and new this morning, a deadly dirt bike crash in Lansdowne is under investigation. Crash team investigators say that 18-year-old James Divers was riding that dirt bike last night. Police say he was heading north on Hollands Ferry Road right near 3rd Avenue when he fell off the bike. Paramedics rushed Divers to the hospital where he was pronounced dead.
6:05 today is a sad day for many Ravens fans as the team season is now over. The Ravens lost yesterday to the Los Angeles Chargers 23-17. Now eyes all across the city were tuned into the wild card game with fans enduring the ups and then the downs.
Missed it. Jeez, oh whiz.
Just wish we had a better result right now.
He should have caught it.
We blocked the punt.
We need a miracle. We need a miracle on Green Street, I guess.
Oh, give me a hug. I need a hug. From 2 Tennessee girls. Oh, poor Ravens. Oh, they gave us a good game.
They did.
Yeah.
Yesterday was the Ravens' first playoff game since 2014. We have reaction from the team coming up a little later. Well, fans have been showing off their purple pride. These are just a few of them. Look at this. We got quite a few pictures of kids in Ravens gear, all nothing short of adorable. I wish that could have helped the game. Also, this adorable pig showing off just a bit of his Ravens pride. Well, the game is over, but we would still want to see your photos. Chime in the Fox 45 News app or go to foxbaltimore.com/chime in. Those images may be used on the air or online.
It is 6:06, and today marks day 17 now of this government shutdown, and still no end in sight. President Trump wants $5.6 billion for a border wall, and he's now thinking about declaring a national emergency to collect that cash. Meantime, those on the left say border security can be achieved with some less extreme measures, as top Democrats continue to blame the White House for the impasse.
There is only one cause of this shutdown, and that is President Trump.
This shutdown could end tomorrow, and it could also go on for a long time. It's really dependent on the Democrats.
Maryland's Democratic Senators Ben Cardin and Chris Van Hollen say that other legislation should not be taken up until the government is back open. With no end in sight, the partial government shutdown could impact your tax returns. Right now, the IRS is operating with about 12% of its workers, and that is less than 10,000 employees. You can still file your taxes, but the IRS will not be processing or issuing any refunds during the shutdown.
Former Vice President Joe Biden says he will announce if he will run for president soon. The Democrat from Delaware has run for president twice before. A source close to Biden says the 76-year-old is leaning toward giving it another try. Biden has also told friends he thinks he's the party's best chance to beat President Trump in 2020.
Still ahead, a health alert if you snore. 3 red flags that mean you need to see a doctor.
And here comes rain for us. Notice the clouds thickening today. I'll let you know when showers could impede your travels. Coming up in my Weather Authority forecast. That's in 2 minutes.